1.4. The research approach. This section deals with the concept of the exploratory approach in science. It is emphasized that scholarship is not to be understood as a formal requirement, such as to outline, cite, and reference, but as an exploratory approach. In order to write a scientific paper, a problem statement, a goal definition, and a research question must be worked out. Furthermore, a paper that does not make a research contribution cannot be considered scientific. Let us now go into the details. From the experience of the university practice, I want to repeat that each scientific work needs a clear problem statement, a goal definition, and a research question in order to come to a result. Thus, scientificity is not reduced to formalities at this point, such as structure, citation, lists, etc. Someone asked, when is scientific work done? Within a few minutes, the answer there appeared succinctly: it is used in research. See Corricini 2015. The reverse conclusion from this correct answer is, if scientific work is to be done, research must be done, so it cannot simply be an essay. Scientific work is to be defined here as research work. In this respect, the practice found at some universities that a scientific paper must be written according to scientific quality criteria, but must not be able to make a substantial contribution to research, is contradicted. Such notions are occasionally found in some courses of study labeled as creative, such as media design. Balzert has, however, also contradicted the previously formulated possibility that one does not have to make a substantial contribution to research, when he emphasized that without relevance to one's own scientific discipline, a question should not be dealt with in the context of a scientific paper. See Balzert 2022, page 63. See there also the scientific quality criterion relevance on page 32 and the following pages. The German Science Council Wissenschaftsrat also emphasizes that good research is characterized by relevance. See Wissenschaftsrat 2011 on page 11. Although, relevance in science can only be spoken of if a research contribution is actually made. This requires basic elements typical of research. From many years of practical experience at universities, it can be stated that every scientific work requires a statement of a problem, a statement of an objective, and a research question, in order to arrive at a result, otherwise no really scientific work is produced. Thus, scientificity is not reduced to formalities, such as structure, citations, lists, etc., but orientated on the way of proceeding. Since every researcher is obliged to contribute the existing knowledge of his scientific field, he adds his new knowledge to it and thus makes a contribution to research, however high or low this may be assessed by others. Yes, scientific work is indeed research. It is about an investigation, not about an essay. So it is not only about formal characteristics of research, but it is about the substance. Here we do research. For this, the mentioned basic elements are indispensable, which are recognizably in a logical connection: definitions of the problem, of the objective, and the research question.